y'all, it's me, Fletch, back at it again with yet another story. Some of you guys should already know because I'm the baddest. What? The baddest trans bitch on YouTube, and that is of the Freakiest, darling. I know you guys have not seen me outside in forever. But y'all, I'm outside telling my story times again, you guys. It was just too hot way back when, and I don't want to be out here suffocating trying to tell no story time, girl. Like, it just was not gonna give that, boo boo. I'm so sorry, girl. I'm back at it again with yet another story time for you all, girl. So this story time is gonna be kind of all over the place a little bit, but not really, but really, but not really. Okay. So this story time actually takes place, I want to say, about a month ago, girl. I was doing my little, daily scroll, whatever the case may be. But this time around, I wanted to try my luck on this app called BLK. And for the ones that don't know what BLK is basically just a little dating chat app that's for really supposed to be for like straight people, whatever, but the dogs gotta jump in and show their ass. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, yeah, what's tea? I'm here, and what? Boys got to go onto my profile, like my little pictures and whatnot, girl, because you already know what it gives, girl. It gives tea, it gives pass, but y'all just be fucking with y'all. Like, girl, I don't give a fuck if a bitch knows that I'm a man or if I look like a lady to anybody, honey. I know that I'm confident and I am secure with myself. That is the only thing that matters. So they're like, ooh, okay, new bitch, let's fuck with her. I'm like, okay, cool, period. So, it was a couple of guys on it that I was swiping right on that were really cute, and some of them boys were just not fitting the bill. Like, I have a very big thing on, like, the no bios thing. You posting pictures full of, like, weed and shit. Like, girl, you got 50 million guns in your profile. Baby, like, I'm not attracted to that. Like, keep that shit in the streets, not in the sheets. I don't have time for that. I ended up swiping right on this boy, and for the sake of the story time, we're going to call him, do I have anybody? What do I do, girl? I done ran out of names. Okay, let's call this man Curtis. Okay, let's call him Curtis. Because it's a man named Curtis, y'all, that I used to work with at Kroger's. And if you see this video, if you watch me, I want to fuck you so bad. Girl, he used to work the produce section. Like produce, like the little freezer stuff, the little cold of goods and stuff like that, like the butter, the yogurt. And girl, he would always speak to me. Girl, this was way before I started transitioning and shit, right, girl? That man was so tall and so fine, y'all. Oh my gosh, he was so fine. I wonder how he's doing. He's so handsome. Friend texted me like, hey, what's up with you? How are you? I'm like, friend, I'm doing good. How are you doing? I'm like, first of all, before we continue anything, make sure that you read my bio because I don't need any mishaps, mix-ups, misunderstandings. Or misinterpretations. I don't need any of that. I'm not trying to portray to be anything that I'm not. So please read my bio, and then once you get done reading my bio, you can come back and talk to me. If you're not going to read my bio, then don't worry about communicating with me because I don't have the patience for all the bullshit, right? So he was like, okay, well, I already read your bio and I'm fucking with it. I'm like, okay, well, that's cool. So friend was just like, we could be like friends or whatever the case may be. Now me, I'm not no dumb bitch, okay? People love to say that we can be friends, but what type of friends is you trying to be? I was just like, cool, like, we can be friends, whatever, like, I don't care, I don't mind, like, hanging out with people, like, building relationships with people, getting to know people, because I'm not always looking for a quick fix. Like, girl, I don't always have to stick my nothing, or get nobody to stick their for me to feel good. Like, I don't have to do that. Like, girl, I can laugh at somebody, we can sit in the car and smoke, girl, chit-chat, crack jokes, check each other, eat food, get drunk, girl, and probably take a nap, girl, and I'll be fine. He was, like, very, like, horrible at responding back to my text messages. Like, say he'll text me at, like, give or take 10 o'clock in the morning, right? And I'll reply to him at, like, 10:25. He will not text me back until, I kid you not, like 5 p.m., if not 8, and then respond to the text that I sent you at 10:25. Now, I'm not no stickler on, like, responding back to my messages quickly, but it does get annoying after a while, especially, like, if you're claiming to me that you want to get to know me as a person and you want to open that door to a friendship or a possible situationship with me. Why are you acting like it's so hard to respond to a text message? Like, it's not that hard. I want to say a couple of days passed. It's about like a week and a half had passed. And he ended up texting me like, hey, add me on Snapchat because I don't be on here like that. And I said in my head, clearly, bitch. Like, I'm glad you decided to finally, like, put this out here. Because, I had been thinking that in my head. Like, girl, this man is never up on here, bitch. Every time I text you, your ass don't fucking respond. So, he ended up sending me his Snapchat. And then I added him. So, when I added him, we chit-chatting all. We chit-chatting on Snapchat. Girl, this damn trees leaves are falling off, girl. Aren't you guys, first of all, aren't you guys excited for fall? Aren't you guys excited for fall? Like, honey, these past 2 days in Memphis, and then it feels good today too, y'all. It has been feeling so amazing. But I know the next week, which is going to be the last week in August, and the first week of September, oh, baby, we finna get our asses lit the fuck up, girl. Fried like 2 catfish in a skillet. He ended up sending me his Snapchat. Now, I ended up adding him on Snapchat. And when I added him on Snapchat, you know, we text him back and forth. You know, he's asking me, like, other questions about myself. You know, he's asking me, like, you know, when did I start my transition? Or, like, what made me want to start my transition? And I'm just expressing him, like, my life and the things I've been through and how I've been feeling and blah, blah, blah. You know, the whole spiel, the whole story about, like, my life, whatever. He had posted on his story. So, you know me, I always try to, when I ask somebody new to my Snapchat, I try to, like, post pictures on there, whether it's from, like, a month ago, a week ago, a couple days ago, a year ago, whatever, so you can see that this is the real me. Like, girl, ain't nobody gonna have no memories of me unless it's me, bitch. If you add somebody on Snapchat, by the way, and every time they post a story or a picture, it says from camera roll, the bitch is the catfish. You need to block them. I posted me a couple of my little pictures and whatnot, girl. My cute little picture with me going to this interview for Brumson for a job that I did not get, by the way, girl. Oh, honey. But that man was flirting with me. Girl, that's funny, but we ain't gonna talk about all that. So, I had this cute little sweater on. It was like a little brown, like, braided up sweater. Like, y'all know the intro that I have right now? That sweater that I have on in that last picture that's to the furthest to the right, that's what I had on in that picture. That little sweater, my little Louis bag, and my belt bottom. So I had my little jet black quick weave in my head, girl. Looking real cute, looking real snazzy, looking real pizzazzy, looking real sexy, girl. You already know what to get. He was like, oh, this is a really cute picture of you. I'm like, thank you, friend. He was like, yeah. So then I ended up watching his story, girl. And I see a picture of him. I'm like, oh, friend is cute. He's talking about some, oh, you know, I missed my dress. I had to cut my dreads off. I'm like, ooh, you cut your dreads off, baby. What you mean? You got them waves on it? You swimming? Like, what's see? Because, you know, he didn't post another picture after that. He just posted that one picture and that was it. Just, so, I guess, let me know that this is him. So I was like, okay, cool. So, you know, we just chatting back and forth, right? And then, you know, I kind of stopped talking to him for a little second, and I started watching other people's story. So, girl, you know, the stories kind of like go in a rotation once you get done watching everybody's story, right? So I guess I was done clicking through everybody's story, and it went back to his story. So when I clicked back on his story, girl, the same picture that was up on there was him with the dreads. Someone said he missed his dreads, right? But then I noticed that he posted another story up on there. I'm like, okay, whatever, girl. So I tapped the screen, girl, and I looked. Y'all know how they had them little memes that supposed to be like hand drawing. They be like sexual memes and shit like that, right? It'd be real cringy, real corny. But this one gagged me. How did this man have one of those picture sexual memes of a trans girl topping a dude, and he said, much needed tonight? Bitch, don't you threaten me with a good time. If you trying to insinuate that you trying to get down and you want me to get down with the get down because you trying to get down with the get down so we can get down at the get down, in the get down, on the get down, then just say that. Why you trying to throw slick shots, boo? I'm like, oh, girl, so you trying to, I see what you trying to do. So, girl, like, I watched it, and when I watched it, he slid up on his own story, and he was like, I see you watch this. I'm like, I mean, well, yeah, because I'm watching people's stories. Like, you know, what you trying to say? He was like, oh, nothing, I just saw that you had watched this story. I'm like, yeah, I did. Like, okay, and? Like, okay, yeah, I watched it. So? So then he was like, I got a question to ask you. I'm like, yes. So then he's telling me how, and all of this is happening on Snapchat, by the way. I can't screenshot stuff on Snapchat because, I mean, it's going to snitch. Snapchat is a big-ass tattletale. Girl, you're not finna have no, girl, what? Snapchat is a snitch, girl. And you know what I'm talking about. Anybody that has ever messed with somebody off of Snapchat, on Snapchat, whatever the case may be, girl, Snapchat is a tattletale. And I'm going to be the tattletale strangler. Because, girl, not you giving away my location, not you tracking where I'm going. Bitch, you keeping tabs on me and you telling folks when I screenshot they messages, bitch? Oh, honey, no. He's like, would you ever, like, you know, let me eat your ass? I was like, hell yeah. Like, if you know how to do it right, sure, I don't mind it. He was like, okay. And I was like, so would you like for me to eat yours too? He was like, yeah, I don't mind it. That's fine with me. I was like, well, great. We can like set some shit up, bitch. So, girl, like, you know, he was asking me, well, first and foremost, like, are you mobile? And basically, you know what mobile means. Mobile means like, do you have a damn car, girl? Like, come on now. And I'm like, well, I got T-Mobile, but I'm not mobile, bitch. Like, no, I'm not vroom, bitch. I'm not rolling in the deep, girl. I'm not riding with my top down, the top down. Ayy, like, I'm not cruising in the streets with my 6'4". Like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that, girl. So I told him, like, no, I don't have a car. No, I'm not mobile, but I can't Uber. He was like, well, you know, I have a car, and I just need to know how far you are from me. He was like, so do you mind sending me your address? I was like, no, I don't mind sending you my address. He was like, okay, cool. So he said, I'm not going to pull up until oh, that's, mama. Girl, she's so loud. But she was like, I'm not going to, girl, bye, mama, if that was you. Yeah. When was this? That's my bestie, y'all. That's my girl. You know, friend put the address in, and he was like, okay, you know, I'm like 20-25 minutes away from you. Now I'm thinking in my head, maybe you live like in the outskirts, maybe you like in Fraser, possibly Germantown, maybe like South Haven, somewhere up in that range, because, you know, 20-25 minutes, that means that you a little ways out. Like, you're not in the east, because if you was in the east, you'd be like 5-10 minutes away from me. So friend told me that he lives in, ooh, should I say that? And on top of that, baby, I was not gonna come see you. Since you told me you live in Mississippi, baby, I was never ever gonna come see you in the first goddamn place, because honey, me I don't play around in the SIP, honey. That's not what I do. Girl, I went there a couple times, and every time I go, it's some bullshit, girl. I do not play around in territory that I am not welcomed in. So I will keep my black, gay, transgender ass in Memphis, Tennessee, where I am welcomed, okay? Under the radar, bitch. Would you, like, you want to wait until I tell you that I'm ready, because I'm finna ready to take me a shower? And he was like, yeah, like, just let me know when you're done, because I'm finna hop in the shower myself. I said, okay, cool. So I go on, girl. You know what I do? I hop in the shower, girl. Around this time, y'all, what hairstyle I have in my head? So I'm trying to think. Did I have a hairstyle in my head, girl? I did, bitch. Okay, so y'all know the videos that I was making with that blonde hair that was like really layered, like real pretty, like right here was like layered, and then it was like straight, and then I had it like curled up, and it was real shiny, like real bouncy, real pretty, real full. Girl, that's the hairstyle that I had in my head. I had on these shorts. I think I had on these same shorts, these gray shorts I got on. Girl, y'all, why was this little ass ant biting me? And I had on a different type of shirt. I went in there, I got in the shower, girl. I got myself real cute. I done got my little sugar scrubs, put my little vanilla bean sugar scrub on, girl. Got my skin smelling real good, exfoliated, soft to the touch, babe. Girl, I am just lathering myself up, girl. I'm singing, I'm dancing in the shower, girl. A cute little song came on, girl. I want a slim, fine woman with some twerk in her. I thrown out the shower, girl. You already know that I douched before I got in there. Even though I didn't say it, you know that's what I did. Because, girl, what sense would it make for me to douche when I get out the shower, girl? That's stanky, that's nasty, that's ill. My body is bald like Steve Harvey head. So, girl, like, I done went on and sauntered on into my room, girl. Got myself dressed up, put my cute little outfit on. Got my little lip gloss on, because y'all already know what my lip gloss be doing. Girl, I got my cute little hoops in. I had on my little Juicy Couture necklace, the one I got on right now. And I had on like a couple bracelets. And I had some mascara on. Hold on, y'all. Because the Jetsons want to make their presence known. So give it a second. I done got myself all together. Got myself all snazzed up, all possessed up, all pretty, all pristine. So I'm just waiting to know when friend is here. Because you already know what I did. I texted him and I was like, hey, you know, friend, I'm ready. So I'm just waiting on you. He was like, okay, cool. So it took me a little minute to get ready. But point being, I had to make sure that I was good. Because you never know what the night's going to give. Because the night is still young. So you never know what it's gonna give, girl. You gotta stay ready so you don't have to get ready, girl, okay? I get a text on Snapchat from his little thing. You already know the little notification pop up. I'm like, oh my gosh, girl, what does that mean? So I done responded to the little text, girlfriend. It's like, hey, I'm outside. I'm like, okay, cool. So I don't normally like to go out the front door because I don't be wanting folks to be in my business. So I jump out my window instead and go around to the front. I jump out my window, girl, and I walk on around to the front, girl. I'm walking up the driveway. Girl, I see this nice ass Lexus, baby. I mean, she was a new Lexus, girl. She was brand new. Honey, still got the drive out tags. Honey, the seats was red. Them seats was red, bitch. I was like, girl, what type of car is this? Like, girl, it looked like a Lexus, but I don't know what type of Lexus got red seats, bitch. Sit on down, girl. You know, I gotta put my feet in first, you know, because like I tell y'all, safety over everything. A bitch ain't finna bop me on the top of my head and knock my ass out and have me float in the Mississippi River. Bitch, I'll be damned. You'll take my leg before you take my life. Now, let me explain to y'all what he looked like, okay? So, Fran had these big old bifocals on. He had like medium full lips, very like thick man. Like he was thick. Like, you know how the NFL players look? They're very like built like big. Like, think about a Samoan guy. Like, think about The Rock. He was built like The Rock, but he wasn't as tall as The Rock, if that makes sense. So, you know, at first, y'all, I was really like irritated because I'm like, this man just catfished me, because the picture on his story did not look anything like he looked in person. So I'm like, I know for a fact this man did not catfish me. Like, this man is like 5 shades greater than what he was on the story. He was 6 shades darker on his story. So I'm like, girl, maybe that was like a picture that was taken during the summertime. Child, I don't know. Because, you know, sometimes I look a little different in the summertime than I do in the wintertime. Girl, I don't know. I don't know. He did have dreads at that time. I don't know. Maybe it was the hair. I don't know. But he looked completely different. So, you know, we chatting it up. He's asking me questions about like old school movies that I've watched before. And he's like, you ain't black, you ain't never seen Friday. I'm like, I saw a little bit of it and I hated it. He was like, well, what movies have you ever seen that you did not like? I said, I don't like House Party. Talking about all the old school movies that we like, old school music, old school songs, our childhood, growing up, the way society is now, the way that the internet is. We were just really having a very educated conversation. And that was turning me on, because I like to talk to men who know what they talking about. I don't want to just talk to a dude who just want to fuck and all you talking about is streets and guns and weed and drugs. Fran didn't even pull up with no drugs. He didn't pull up with no weed. He didn't pull up with no liquor. Fran pulled up by himself with a brain. And that was the most attractive thing I've ever witnessed in my life. You know, around this time, y'all, it's like 10:35. Bumblebee, don't come over here. So we done talk for a little second. Time to progress. It's around like 10:55. So he had to go somewhere early in the morning the next day. And me, I had somewhere to go early in the morning the next day as well. I had an interview to go to. So he was like, so where do you want to do this at? I'm like, well, you know, we can jump in the back seat. He was like, okay, cool. I'm asking him, like, first of all, one, you know, I'm not tall, but I have long legs and my arms are long. So are we going to be able to fit in the back? He was like, yeah, we'll be able to fit in the back. You just got to move the seat up. So, girl, like, you know, I've never, y'all, let me say this. I hate cars that, first, okay. So I was like, well, how do you move the seat up? Because, girl, like, I'm feeling around the side, girl. Like I said, I'm very, like, old school, girl. Like, my mama's car still got the little lever up on it to pull up the seat, girl. And to pull the seat forward, you got the little thing at the bottom. You push it up and pull the seat forward, girl. Like, it's very old school. Girl, this man had electric seat buttons to lift the seat up, lift the seat down, pull the seat forward, pull the head part back, pull it up, pull it this way, do it that way. I'm like, girl, what the fuck is this? How am I supposed to operate this? So he's like, it's a button on the side that you can push to pull the seat forward. I'm like, what? He's like, it's a button on the side you can use to pull the seat forward. So I'm touching around up on the side, girl. It's like 35,000 fucking gadgets on the side, girl. So I push one button, girl. It's folding up my damn stomach, girl. One other lever, girl. The thing punched me in the back of my damn head. Pull another lever, girl. The thing is like pulling my damn thighs down, girl. I'm getting sucked into the seat. So I'm like, how the fuck do I pull this goddamn seat forward, girl? I'm not drunk. I'm not high, girl. Nothing. So then I end up finally finding the damn button to pull the damn seat up, girl, after like struggling for a whole 5-10 minutes. So I pulled the seat up, girl, up on my side, you know, and he went ahead on and he climbed on in the back, girl. So when Fran was climbing in the back, y'all, he had on this zip-up jacket that's real tight. Like, the outfit he had on gave me, like, jock. It gave me, like, football player. It gave me, like, ladies man, a high school athlete. Got a couple of awards at the house. Like, it just gave, like, very, like, sporty, like, very... the energy that he was radiating was just very, like, I just loved it. It was very macho-y. So, girl, he's jumping in the back seat, girl. And while he's jumping in the back seat, he had on these pajama pants, girl. The real cloth ones that, you know, when you thick, it be up in your little ass crack sometimes, girl. Girl, that man spun around to get in that back seat. When I say that was moving like Mount Vesuvius, bitch. Like, I mean, that ass was clapping. And Fran wasn't even trying to make his booty jiggle, girl. He just had a fat, y'all, like, that man's ass was so fat, like, I couldn't even, like, if I wanted to, girl, like, honey, oh my goodness, if I wanted to fuck him, girl, my dick probably wouldn't even fit, girl. His ass was that fucking fat. I jump on in the back seat behind him. He's sitting on the right side. I'm sitting on the left side. He's like, so what position do you want to be? You want me to eat you from the front? Or you want to get ate up from the back? I was like, well, friend, like, I can get ate up from the back. Like, child, as long as you know what you're doing, I'm good with that.
Go home and turn around for me, babe.
I said, okay. So, girl, I took my cute little shorts off, bitch, and I flipped my ass clean over, girl, like a patty on a grill, girl. I got my head literally sticking out the window, ass up on top of the roof of the car, girl. And, I mean, when Fran got to eating me, bitch, Fran's mouth felt like a washing machine, y'all. Like, it was so much spit. Like, Fran was like, it was like he was eating a bowl of tomato soup, girl. Like, Fran knew what he was doing. I mean, Fran had his tongue up in my throat, girl. Like, how the fuck are you eating my ass and I feel your tongue in my esophagus? Like, how does that work? Him eating me the way that he did? Oh, girl, I was ready to get right then and there. Like, he had me ready to get. Like, he was doing so fucking good. So then, like, Fran's like, turn over. I'm like, okay, girl. So, you know, I spin around, and, you know, he puts his arms up under my thighs, girl. These gelatinous, giant, thick-ass thighs, girl, you know, because I'm a thick bitch. So Fran put his arms up under my legs, girl, to, like, pull my legs up right. You know, I get to kind of, like, you know, lifting my legs up a little bit, girl. He took his hands and put my legs back down, and Fran grabbed my sausage, my Angus beef, and he took my Angus beef and he put my Angus beef in his mouth, and child, when I tell you the way I felt that, whoa, like, girl, it felt like the car shook, bitch. I jumped. Like, my soul, I could see me, see him, see me, see each other, watch him, watching me, watch him. Give me the best fellatio I've ever had in my goddamn life, bitch. The best fellatio I've ever had in my fucking life, y'all. That man knew how to eat. He knew how to eat, bitch. Toes balling up in my socks, girl. My feet flexing. I'm going by his head, girl. I'm pushing his head down, girl. I got to fuck in his throat, girl. He's an, oh, like, when I tell you, Fran was letting me, like, handle his mouth, girl. And I just love, like, I love that. Like, oh my goodness. Like, yes, like, let me still be feminine but be dominant at the same time. Like, I love that. So we switching up positions like Ariana Grande said. But you already know what it gives. I'm switching up positions for you. Again, y'all, like I said, he's taller, but he's not that tall, but he's a thicker man. So he's laying down. He done straightened his legs out, girl. Mind you, his feet are literally all the way across the street, girl. I'm sitting on the side that he was just on. Bitch, I ain't got no room. I ain't got no room. So, girl, I get to, like, munching on Fran. Girl, I don't have to get into explicits about that, girl, because, baby, the night don't fucking end there. So as I'm munching on him and stuff, right, girl, Fran's like, you know, I want you to eat my ass. I was like, okay, yeah, because I remember you said that you wanted me to eat your ass, bitch. Yeah, go ahead on the flip over, bitch. Girl, Fran took them damn pants clean off, and when I say his ass, like, girl, I can't even put it in words how fat that man's ass was. I got my whole face in this man's ass. Like, his ass cheeks are literally, like, suffocating me. Like, I'm like this, and his ass cheeks are like this, girl. So I'm trying to, while I'm still, girl, I could not fucking breathe. Like, I could not breathe. Eating his ass and stuff like that, girlfriend. It's like, I ain't never had my ass ate this fucking good before. You eating my ass so fucking good. But, like, mind you, the man's voice is, like, deep. So he's like,
I ain't never had my ass ate like this before. You getting the fuck out my ass, dude.
I was like, ooh. First of all, not you call me a nigga, but bitch, I'm gonna let it slide this time. I'm gonna let it slide. Cause girl, like I just say, I'm gonna let it slide, I'm gonna let it slide, I'm gonna let it slide. Like, girl, I'm not gonna be too bad because, like, oh girl, not you call me. Not I'm the man. Like, hold up. I was like, child, this is hot, bitch. Like, I have not had a car session in a long ass time. This shit right here is hot, bitch. So then Fred's like, you know, do you wanna fuck me? I looked at him and I was like, hell yeah. Like I said before, y'all, I'm not tall, but my legs are long and my arms are long. Like, girl, my arms are literally long as hell. Like, they're long as fuck. So Girl, like, friend is in his car, like, arched to the moon, and I'm trying to angle myself to put, my Captain Hook inside of him, girl, because, I mean, shit. This what you said you want to do? We can do that. So, girl, like, I'm trying to angle myself to put myself inside of him, and it's just like nothing is working. Like, literally nothing is working. Like, I'm trying to push it in, girl, it's sliding back up. I'm trying to push it down, it's sliding back down, girl. I'm trying to, like, curve around the side, girl, to stick it in on the side, girl. Like, I got my hand, like, up on top of the car. My foot is outside the windshield, girl. I got my head facing on top of the seats, girl. My back is up on top of the roof of the car, girl. Like, bitch, I'm trying any way possible to try and, like, maneuver myself around in this damn car so I can handle you the way you want to be handled, bitch. But nothing was working, y'all. So I got frustrated. I went soft. So I told him, do you want to come inside? He was like, yeah, I can come inside. I'm like, do you have a problem going through a window? He was like, no. I said, okay, well, cool. He was like, do you mind if I bring my piece with me? And I was like, child, look, I figured you had something with you. No, I don't. Like, you're not the first and you won't be the last. So he went on and grabbed his stuff out the car, girl, and he walked on out the car and walked on around the car, girl, and we walked onto the backyard, right? This very backyard right here, obviously. And bitch, we went around that corner. I jumped in my window. Friend put his gun on my bed, jumped through the window, and as soon as he got in, he just started undressing. He threw his pants off, took his shirt off, girl, threw his jacket off, threw all this shit on the floor, put his gun down on the floor, girl. And I'm like, oh, friend, you're ready, honey. I look at him, girl, he's looking at me, and we started kissing. So we in there, girl, we tongue kissing and stuff like that, girl. Everything is just going the way I want it to go because this is some freaky, kinky shit. So as we kissing and shit like that, girl, friend, he gets on the bed and he starts giving me bop bop again. Girl, what the fuck? Oh, that's a squirrel. What be wrong with y'all? Like, what do y'all be going through? It's like some real nasty sloppy boppy. I'm like, oh, friend, you trying to turn up now because you got space. But in that car, girl, you was doing your little thing, girl, but you trying to turn up for real now. So, I mean, friend is doing all types of tricks with me, girl. Friend done said, hold up. He done turned over and laid on his back and laid off the edge of the bed. And he grabbed me by my waist and pulled me towards him, girl, and he started sucking my dick, girl. So, basically, he's giving me head upside down. Girl, I took put my hand on that man's throat, and I started fucking the shit out that man's mouth. Girlfriend, I started watering. He had spit in his nose, spit in his eyes, girl. Like, it was a messy situation. Friend done jumped up off the bed, girl, spun around, girl, did a cute 360, girl. When I say he flipped like a fucking pancake in a skillet, girl. He flipped on around, girl, got a doggy style, girl, put his ass up. Baby, I'm a short bitch, and my bed is kind of tall, so I had to grab my cute little clogs, bitch. I had to grab my cute little clogs, bitch, because I'm a short hoe. And, honey, I got to eat that man's ass some more, girl, and it's just like on the bed. He was just much more relaxed. Like, I'm putting my tongue up in it, girl. It's making that lovely macaroni in a pot sound. It's like water, girl. It's spit dripping out his asshole, girl, like sliding down his balls and stuff. I sucked his dick from the back. Like, girl, it's just a freaky session, girl. You turned up. I'm turned up. I got all my lubes in the house. I got my stuff, my Rush, everything like that. Rush is not nothing, no cocaine or no shit like that, girl. Rush is something that a lot of people use for, like, anal sex. That's it. I get just feeding myself on in, girl. And when I say it felt like he was like it felt like lips were closed and like every inch of me that went into him, it was like oh, girl, like, just know that I fucked his lights out. Like, girl, we started off in, bitch, get off me. We started off in doggy style, girl. He's throwing that ass back on me, girl. Like, his ass is farting, girl. Like, I got cum coming out of him, girl. Like, it's a messy situation, girl. Like, it's a messy situation. Like, his hole sounded like oatmeal. Like, it just was so, like, mushy and gushy and, like, wet and, like, oh, it was pristine, girl. It was like the perfect amount of grip, the perfect amount of tightness, girl. Like, I turned him over on his side, started fucking him from the side, girl. I put him in that crescent moon, girl. Honey, you know that crescent moon make him go crazy, girl, because that crescent moon made him go crazy. Eyes rolling in the back of the head, girl, calling me daddy and all types of shit, girl. Like, it was just a fun ass set, girl. I don't flick over a missionary, girl. So I fucking him a missionary. Like, it was just, girl, I done bust my nut or whatever. So then friend wants to give me some of that sausage, right? So, girl, I'm laying on my stomach, you know, because I always start on my stomach. I don't ever start on my back because for you to be bottoming for the first time in a while, you want to start in a position that's easier for you to control. I can control with me being on my stomach and me holding your friend and feeding it in. I can control if I'm a missionary and you on top of me, bitch. You gonna put all your weight on me. And you're a bigger guy. No. So, girl, basically, like, to make this short, because I don't know how much more time I have left, basically, friend stuck himself in me, and he did not deliver. He did not deliver. Like, his dick was not hitting on anything at all. Like, I was hoping it would have, because it was really big, but, well, it wasn't really big. It was, like, medium size. It was about the same size as mine. So I was hoping, like, it would have hit on something, but friend did not hit on shit. Because, baby, when I tell you, it just felt, girl, why is this fly around me like, girl, stop? Like, it just didn't hit on nothing. By the way, let me also mention this. When Fran came into the house and I saw his face in like the TV screen lighting, he looked 10 times better than he did on Snapchat. Like, girl, he took his bifocals off and Fran looked like a whole new man. I'm like, okay, now Clark Kent, like, what the fuck? Remember, so into story time. Girl, we did what we did. Y'all, this is so ratchet over here. Like, it's crazy. And on our way out, y'all know I had to get the receipts for my girls. So, there you go. And, y'all, that was the end of this story time. Of the time I linked up with a, I guess, soon-to-be police officer. Like, girl, I don't know what he did. But much it for this story time. So if you guys like this story time, please give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for videos like this one. I promise you guys I'll be back at it again with yet another story time that you already know. I don't know how much more time I got. Thank you guys so much for the support. We are 19, I think like 18 subscribers away from 1K. Thank you guys so much for your support and love and the sharing and just everything. And I will catch you badass bitches in my next one. Bye, bad bitches.